Thought I'd shoot a quick video showing the spindle for the Lathemaster 8x14. This is the old Lathemaster 8x14 lathe that I bought from Alan and Russ, and here are the bearings. I took it's a 32007X HR8. These are the original bearings. The old bearing grease, I should back up. This lathe has never been run. It has sat for probably 10 or 15 years, and the old bearing grease was just clogged in there. So I spent a couple days soaking the bearings in WD-40, scrubbing them out, getting them clean. This is the bearing race that goes on the motor side. So I'm getting ready to pack them, and I use the word pack lightly. This is a special red bearing grease that came with my rebuild kit for the spindle on my Bridgeport milling machine. So it only uses a tiny bit. There was plenty left over. They say to use about a fourth of the bearing space on the spindles. You can see I used only about a half or 2/3 of the cup. There's plenty left to do these bearings here. So I'll use this special spindle bearing. I'll put some grease on this one, and then I'll have to lower. This is the housing, the lathe headstock. The races were in fine condition. I'll clean them out as well, and I'll have to lower this on and then press the upper bearing on, and then there's a cover that goes on it as well. So just thought I'd take a little video record of that before I put it all together. The outside diameter right here, this is 1.14 inches. There's a spline in it, and there's a large pulley that goes on the outside, and there's a couple of nuts that have spanner notches in them, so you can adjust the bearing preload. So this sits in here. This bearing goes in this race. The other the motor side bearing races on this part of the shaft right here, and sits in this part of the headstock. Then there's a cover. There's a gear, a pulley, and 2 lock nuts. And of course a spline shaft, a key that sits in this keyway. Okay.